in to Athletics LLC with Lamar, Lucius, Big League Chew, and my man Clyde, and the governor. You're about to be schooled in all things track and field. This is experience. Yes, sir. We are talking past, present, future. Y'all listen up. Let's go.
Happy island times. We've got half the people on the islands and half the people not on an island. So that's okay too. We will just live vicariously through the my two lower screen tiles. Welcome to Athletics LLC, everyone. You know, spring has finally decided to show up and stay. So we will happily be sweaty, sticky, and say, praise the Lord. It was warm in California. I was there. So we'll see if it stayed there. I don't know. But anyhow, Clyde, how are you on this very islandish day today?
First of all, it was a slightly suspect intro by you, Chu, but I appreciate the attempt. I am still in the Bahamas, enjoying. I was enjoying the last evening of festivities at CARIFTA. The Bahamas is a beautiful place, and CARIFTA is off the chain. I'm very happy to be here. This is not CARIFTA behind me. This is where I'll be returning to tomorrow.
Governor, loving that KFC. A testament of the islands KFC is way better than US KFC.
Yeah, and for the record, this is the first time I've eaten KFC in about a decade. But you go to KFC in Bahamas because they have Gumbe Punch. Gumbe Punch is a national soda in the Bahamas. And
noted. That will be on the list. On the list.
Very, very good to be here.
The bad guy, how are you tonight, sir? Living that stateside life.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Wait, what's that in your background? Or what is your background?
That is France.
Oh, I don't know.
Here's why this is all funny.
No, we don't have time for that.
She's in this picture.
Oh. Oops.
The picture's just blown up.
Oops.
What are we doing?
I don't know. You know, I'm just here so I don't get fined. So
yeah.
Anyhow, so I don't further get fined. Let's jump in. Let's just jump in. Who are your top 3 athletes in the world right now? Any sport?
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy question, actually.
Well, hold on. Let's not blow the bag. Let's go one athlete at a time. And that way we can help get a larger, not, oh yeah, I forgot. Or eliminate the, oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
Did you say it's a crazy question?
It's a crazy question.
I know.
It's a crazy question because it's very vague. It's top. How anyone is defining top is very open to interpretation. So I will just stand on my podium here and say, in any version, top must include the GOAT, the king, LeBron James. And there's where I'm starting my list.
Okay.
I'm going to say collegiate gymnast. I go back and forth. I want to say Suni Lee, but then I also want to say Trinity Thompson. She's the Florida gymnast because she's got recorded like a kabillion 10.0s right now. So
you have a collegiate gymnast as a top athlete in the world right now, really?
Yes, because the 10s that she's recorded.
But aren't collegiate gymnasts, with all due respect to the amazing athleticism that they have, aren't they like the washed up versions of elite gymnasts?
Well,
not all.
No,
not all.
Because Suni Lee is the reigning
all around
combined all around gold medalist. So
So
no,
Clyde,
they're not all washed up.
Fair
Well,
enough. I'm
here's
just asking.
so here's what's happened with gymnastics in the United States. There's been an outlawing of the, I'm gonna grab your kid at 5 years old. I'm gonna
Right.
sequester them in this ranch, and then I'm going
Yeah.
to pretty much program them for the Olympics. That doesn't exist anymore, thanks to
This
games,
the
all that.
Carolis, yeah.
So I wasn't gonna name drop anybody, but
I
so
will.
the collegiate system is now kind of a
Much
place.
better.
Yes.
Got you, because they're now Olympians as they're entering those ages.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
I'm still confused by Chu's answer, but fair
You go
I mean-
do what they do.
no, I can't do it. Can't do it. Respect
All right,
it. Love it.
I'll throw in my first answer, Patrick Mahomes.
No! Thank you. Okay. Jeez. All right.
So he was just at TCU last week. Name drop.
Yep. He was at APEC today. He's literally like basically around the corner from the house.
So I'll throw in Lionel Messi.
Yes. Thank you for not taking my very obvious and next answer, which is going to irritate the bad guy because I got it in before him. Shohei Ohtani.
Dang it.
Undeniable.
Undeniable.
Well, there's nothing saying we can't have duplicates. Am I correct?
I don't know, but I got it in first.
There's definitely not going to be a list of the greatest athletes in the world right now for me that doesn't include the guy who right now is Nolan Ryan and Babe Ruth together.
Yes.
So yeah, Shohei is it's funny, like in baseball, they never have to walk things back. There are people who have such freezing cold takes about Shohei and about basically like how bad this was going to blow up in the Angels' faces and how this wasn't ever going to work. And he's used to pitching every 6th day. And yeah, all those things are true. And that literally has not made one iota in the fact that this dude is like 6'4" and some change. He's like one of the 3 fastest guys in all of Major League Baseball. He throws 100 and he hits the ball the 2nd or 3rd hardest of anybody in baseball. So yeah, we're going to go with Shohei Ohtani. Good call though, Clyde.
He is a
good. He is definitely made in the lab for sure.
I'm gonna go with Lewis Hamilton.
I don't know who that is.
Well, he is.
Oh, okay. I thought that's who that was.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yes.
I did think.
They're
So I did
not
know.
this wide. They're this wide.
Yes. He's currently being bedeviled by his team. Their cars are not nearly up to snuff, but the man is still the man. He is still the man.
I mean, yeah. Formula One, for those who are not in the know, don't really spend any time, because I get it if you don't, but if you do, just think of it conceptually like this. There's roughly, let's say, 6 to 10 teams. I know the actual numbers, but let's call it like that, right? Everybody on each team has the exact same car. Right? So like in a race where there's 8 teams, there's actually only 8 different cars.
Right.
But there's like 6 dudes on each team. Right? So just think about that. Like you got nobody to blame if you get beat by your teammate.
Right.
Because they literally drive the same thing as you do.
Yep. Who you got, Clyde?
I was waiting on Chu to give her second because she did.
I mean, do we dare, and this is a very biased scope, Anna
The
Hall?
first one was biased, Chu.
No, it wasn't. Anna Hall.
I mean, if I could reach through the screen and just pluck you on the throat, I would. But great answer. Because I didn't think
Why are
anybody's
you
going to
so
pick that.
violent?
Because I'm the bad guy. That was a great answer.
That was a very good answer. So my third top athlete in sports today, right? That's what it was. If I'm gonna go into our realm, and I'm gonna go female, and I am, as much as I am a huge fan of Anna Hall, I have to give it to Sydney McLaughlin.
I knew you were going to go in there. I knew it.
Very, very good.
Because of
Good answer.
her overwhelming obliteration
Yep.
of her primary event,
Mm-hmm.
and for what I believe will be maybe not an overwhelming obliteration, but a world record in her secondary event that I absolutely believe is on the way. I'm here for it, and it's Sid's world, and I'm just gonna sit back and watch the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's next?
You can go.
You.
Well, the World Cup is still fresh in my mind, and there was another prognosticator that I cannot ignore, and that's Kylian Mbappe. I mean, the man is just, yeah. I'll just leave it at that.
He is a freak.
He is an absolute freak. Absolutely.
Like, if they were basketball players, Messi would be Bird.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like physically imposing.
Mm-hmm.
He's just better than you.
He's just better than you. Yeah.
Right. Mbappe would be, I don't know, any uber athletic. So like whether you like Jordan or LeBron, or I'm not going to say this third person because this is my next answer, but you know, any uber athletic individual, right?
Yes.
When I first thought of this question, like one of the people I thought of in the question was Ja Morant, and then my brain kicked in and worked further, and I was like, Ja is a freak of nature.
Mm-hmm.
However, the bigger, more athletic, and dare I say, even more now skilled version of Ja Morant,
Mm-hmm.
clearly in a lab, is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Like, listen, Joel Embiid is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things he's doing and the growth he has from year to year in his game is insane. He's still light years away from being as good at basketball as Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he will never be able to run the court. He'll never be able to drive to the. Let's just.
I mean, look, if Giannis had a nickname, it should be Debo, because he still can play bully basketball in a league that's the most athletic of any league of athletes.
Yep.
You know, honorable mention to John Bones Jones. I just don't want him to find out that I didn't say him and then come find me.
Oh my gosh.
So is that 3? Do we all have 3?
That's
have
my
3.
3.
My third is Christian McCaffrey.
Is what?
Christian McCaffrey.
Hey, I kind of like that one.
I am. I'm going with it. I'm sticking with it.
If that ain't the most Homer.
Hey, that's okay.
Homer call.
That's okay.
Marissa
That is
Chu,
A-okay.
audience, understand something. Marissa Chu would have never uttered the words Christian McCaffrey if he was
Yes, I
still
would
playing
have.
in Carolina Blue.
Yes, I would have.
You a lie.
I mean, but look, let's just be honest though. Christian McCaffrey should be every one of our favorite football players, though, right? Because he is definitely a track athlete playing football. Like in the off season, he literally trains like a track team.
Hey, I love CMC. I love him, but that was a Homer answer if there ever was one.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. All right.
I think you're gonna take some guff for your 3 answers. I'm gonna say.
Wait a minute, hold on. Just to make sure, let's all review our 3.
What you got, Clyde?
I had LeBron James, Shohei Ohtani, and Sydney McLaughlin.
Right.
Let you go last.
Governor, you had 2 soccer players.
I had Messi and Mbappe, and who was my third?
Mbappe.
race
Look.
car drivers.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy,
Lewis
Just
Hamilton.
kidding.
this guy.
I lied.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had the best football player on the planet, the most freakish athletic basketball player on the planet, right? And dang, who the heck was my second one?
You agreed with me on Shohei.
Oh, and Shohei.
Yes.
And
Well,
Chu,
let's hear it, Chu. Come on, bring it home.
would you have Chu?
Suni Lee. I'm going with Suni Lee, not Trinity. Suni Lee, Anna Hall, and Christian McCaffrey.
Chu's entire
it.
list is Homer.
I like it.
The entire
like
list
it.
is Homer.
It's
all Homer.
I think if we rank these like 1 through 12, I think Anna Hall's the only one in the top 10.
Stop it. Through my eyes.
Chu, we appreciate the Homerism of
Look,
all.
somebody else is going to agree with me in this world, okay?
Chu, don't feel bad. Listen, look, the governor picked somebody who we don't even know whether he's athletic because he does this.
I was gonna leave that
car.
alone. I was gonna leave that beat. I was gonna leave that out of there.
Oh God.
If I knew the best dart player in the world, I would have thrown him in there.
Who's the cornhole champion right now? I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
That was
All
fun.
right. See, we need to spice up the middle of outdoor season. We need to spice it up.
Listen, I will prod the audience because this is the first episode of season 4, right?
Correct.
So there's a whole lot of new stuff coming. So just stay with us. But I'll say this: I will definitely prod the audience for your answers. I definitely want to know who other people think are the 3 best athletes in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, sheesh.
No one's gonna say CMC.
Probably not.
Stop it. All right. Oh, did you say Patrick Mahomes? That was one of your people.
He
didn't
did.
say that. Oh, okay. Would the U.S. benefit, and if so, how, from a CARIFTA-like competition in North America?
Okay. When you first read that question, I must have missed the North America segment at the end. So I'm just gonna give my original answer the way I heard it and not include North America. I was keeping it in the America box, USA box. And I would say yes, but let's be reasonable here. If you did it in true CARIFTA style, like every state has a representative team, that wouldn't be much of a competition. It'd be like 4 or 5 states and then everybody else. So
South by Southwest.
Clyde.
Right. I mean, sorry, it is what it is. So
I mean, like, who would come out of Wyoming? Who would come out of Montana?
now choose out there calling out states. I ain't doing that. I just said that it would be wildly imbalanced. So I would suggest that yes, this should be done, but you got to kind of, checkerboard the country off and just do it in regions. And be it the old school NCAA version where you got East, Mideast, Midwest, West, or North, South, East, West, however you want to cut it up, or quadrants, which is what I like. The split. I think it'd be fun. It'd be entertaining. It would definitely be a lot of shenanigans and rumblings and mumblings about things. But the most interesting part would be, how the professionals would delineate themselves. Like, are you representing the West because that's where you train, or are you representing the region in which you come from? You know what I mean?
Proof of residency.
Right. Proof of heritage. So obviously it's purely hypothetical, and I can't imagine where in the schedule it would fit, but I'd totally be down to watch it.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, if it's going to be CARIFTA, like, right, we're probably not talking about that many pros, because they still got to be 19 and under.
No, yeah, for sure.
And would you like me to go, Governor? Or would you like to go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So in my head, I would envision. I think it would be. I actually think that this would be a hugely positive thing for us to actually embark on, because I think this would actually help tremendously with fan base things as it pertains to fan base and followers as it pertains to track. But I think if we did 16 territories, 4 from Canada, 4 from Mexico, and 8 from the US. Did I do that math right? Yeah, I was so scared I messed it up. You know, when I was a kid, I used to have this like fear about going to the board because I thought I was gonna misspell like a word like there.
The.
You know, yeah, you know, seriously, because you get nervous. But yeah, like if we had if Canada was, you know, had 4 quadrants and Mexico had 4 quadrants and the US had 8 quadrants, and you do bring up an interesting point. I think you should have to compete for where you went to high school.
Like that's your dominant, your
that would be my
territory?
right. So like, you know, like CARIFTA, you got to come from school to champs to CARIFTA. So you should have to have come from your house, so to speak. I think it would be amazing, right? Because the same thing would happen in this country as what happens in CARIFTA, right? The cream is always the cream. But could you imagine if there would be people that would get a national and then international stage that would never get one currently?
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's ever too soon to start training for championships.
So, all right. So we have, and perhaps you need to explain this a little bit further, because the NACAC under 20 championships, as well as the NACAC under 23 championships, and the NACAC under 18 championships all exist, right? So that's,
but they're all massively underrepresented, right?
There's the point. There's the point, right? So this actually goes back to a topic we touched on as far as the USA in particular and the lack of representation at those meets to go compete against the best from Central America, the best from the Caribbean, the best from Canada, right? So perhaps, you know, what you're describing is if it was more of a regional contest, right? Can you imagine the Caribbean team? Like if they literally selected the best from the Caribbean to go against the best from the USA, to go against the best from Canada, to go against the best from not just Mexico, but Central America.
So isn't that kind of Pan Am-ish?
Say it again?
Isn't that kind of Pan Am's?
No, because Pan Am's
No, Pan Am's, it's all individual countries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I misunderstood
it's
that.
regional, but it's all individual countries.
Okay.
The only thing that would come close to this would be kind of the World Cup. The World Cup still exists. It's called Continental Cup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it still exists at the junior level.
Right. So, you know, obviously, what it would take would be a massive. There'd be have to be a massive impetus and a push to get these island nations, the USA, Canada, all of that to get their stuff together. But the quality of that meat, oh my goodness, would be off the charts.
Yeah, because see, like people don't understand this. Even though the U.S. junior team is the best predictor for who's going to be on the U.S. Olympic team, the U.S. junior team is still massively underrepresented.
Absolutely. Because
the vast majority of the juniors are freshmen in college, right? And that's because the schools know about juniors, the schools peak the athletes for juniors, and the schools pay for the athletes to go to junior nationals. Right. But just imagine like the number of kids that go to AAU nationals, the number of kids that go to USATF like junior nationals and USATF Junior Olympics. We get rid of all of that.
Yep.
And now you are competing for, we can't call it CARIFTA, but I don't have a name for it, but we'll call it that, right? It would just be such a better deal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right? Because along the way, you'd have a state uniform. And then when you qualified past that, right? And now so that would be 16, and we got to get down to our 8 regions.
Yeah.
Right. Now you get, the USA Far West, USA, however right. But you'd get those uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever compete, by the way, Chris, Mr. Bad Guy, did you ever compete in, what was it called? Where it was red teams, green, blue.
You are naming literally my favorite developmental meet that no longer exists.
What was it called?
Hold on, it's called U.S. Olympic Festival.
The Olympic Festival.
I was in the last one that was in Minneapolis. I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was like the first meet they had on that track when it was brand new. That used to be the biggest track in the world. It was 10 lanes, 48 inches wide.
Oh wow. Clyde, we're talking about the Olympic Festival. Did you?
Oh no, I could hear you. I could hear you.
Okay. Yeah, man. That used to make
that meet was amazing.
It was. It really was.
So how did you get there?
So, all right, I'm gonna really show my age. Back in the day, what we now call USAs was called TAC, the Athletics Congress.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And everybody went. And you went because there was like a gajillion teams to make. And the Olympic Festival.
The Olympic Festival.
Right? Yep. So you had an opportunity to represent North, East, South, or West.
Yes.
And it was based on where you went to college.
Where you went to college, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Got it.
And it was awesome.
Awesome.
It was absolutely awesome. That is where Big League, that's where I ran for Janelle's dad.
Oh, that's cool.
Coach Hamilton was the coach of the North 4x1. I ran on a relay with Kevin Little. Who the heck else was on our? We got the silver.
Slacking. Just kidding.
I mean, we lost to the West. Fancy that.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we're all in agreement on that. Some iteration of a championship with regions and quadrants and competition. So that would be fun.
And I think the best part, right, is like, 'cause this is the part we never talk about CARIFTA, is like they got age groups. Like we always talk about the U20, but does how far down does CARIFTA go, Kareem? I mean, Governor, is it 15?
No. Like it really comes down to the discretion of the federations. I would say by and large each year, the youngest athletes that are there are 13, but that's very rare.
13.
Absolutely. Well, for context, and I mean, I can't really use myself, but I won the under 17 division when I was 14. I jumped 721 when I was 14.
If you're listening at home, ladies and gentlemen, that is the definition of a subtle flex. He's like, which way is the weight room?
That's so funny.
Oh gosh.
That's funny.
Save me, Chu. Save me, please.
I don't know if I want to yet. All right. I will though, because this will be not entertaining. We need your way too early NBA championship picks. East, West, and champs.
Oh boy.
So we're naming who lands in the East and West Conference Finals, who will win, and then who wins the finals.
Yep.
Got it.
Wow.
I need a minute to look up the playoff seeding.
I was like, I don't even know anything that's going on in baseball.
Someone else going first.
Well, so wait, one plays for if chalk holds, right? One plays 4, 2 plays 3.
I mean, in theory, but you
Yeah.
also
Yeah, no, I'm
consider the
saying
play-in.
if chalk holds, so I'll go first.
But wait, it's not 1 plays 4 though.
But you got to start with
No, but I know it starts with 1 plays 8. With obviously you got the play-ins get to 8. But what I'm saying is, when you get to 8, right? If it just went chalk, 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6.
Yes, to 1, 8, 2, 7. You said 1, 4. That's what threw me off.
Right. So the next round, assuming the chalk wins, right? Then one would play 4. That's I was just trying to figure out who's clustered together. I didn't want to pick 2 teams that couldn't play each other, is my point.
Gotcha. That's why I'm looking at it.
Well, see, because for instance, like in the West,
I got it now. So if you need some clarity, I got it.
Well, in the West, I would want to pick the Warriors and the Suns, but if they both win, I think they play each other in the second round, because the Warriors are the 6th seed and the Suns are the 4th seed. Right? So 6 plays 3. If they win that, yes.
No,
6 would play.
Right now, the Warriors and Suns could meet in the Western Conference Final.
How?
Denver, I'm looking at it. Denver is 1, Minnesota is 8, Phoenix is 4, Clippers are 5, Sacramento is 3, Golden State is 6, Memphis is 2, Lakers are 7.
Okay, so
if Denver wins and Phoenix wins, then Denver and Phoenix play each other in the second round.
That will be 1 versus 4.
Yes.
Got it. And so they'd be 3 versus 2. Okay, so then okay, I'm good. I'm going to say the West final is going to be very chalky, and say it's not chalky at all.
That wouldn't be chalky.
I know. I'm going to pick the Warriors, and for one last time, I'm gonna believe in KD. So I'm gonna pick the Warriors and the Suns. And I'm gonna pick the Warriors to come out of the West.
Wow.
In the East, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't care who plays the Bucks, because the Bucks are gonna win. And
then just go ahead and say it.
In the true and utter belief in your squad, I'm going to say that the Warriors are going to put another ring on it.
Oh.
Okay.
So I picked the Warriors over the Bucks.
Okay, but who did the Bucks beat?
Anyone. I don't care. Sure. Let's see. The Bucks are the 1 seed. Is Boston the 2 seed or Philly?
Boston is a 2 seed.
Sure. We'll say
Boston plays Miami in the first round, just so you know.
Boston's going to beat Miami in 4 straight.
No
shot.
No
shot.
No.
Jimmy Buckets is not.
Jimmy Butler will never ever get swept, ever in life. It could just be Jimmy Butler. He's gonna get a game. So yeah, I'm gonna say Boston loses to Giannis and the Pips.
All right. Are you ready to go, Clyde?
I mean, I can be.
Okay.
All right. So looking at this. I'll start in the East. Milwaukee has a very cushy path to the finals, to the conference finals. They're going to beat Atlanta, and then they're going to play the winner of New York and Cleveland. And let's be real, who cares? So it'll be the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals versus, now this is where it gets interesting. I totally see a scenario where Boston could lose to Miami. They shouldn't, but they could. Miami's not a good matchup for the Bucks.
No,
I mean, for the Celtics.
nope.
However, Philly's playing Brooklyn. Philly will beat Brooklyn.
Yep.
After that, I'm sorry, I don't believe in James Harden. There's no reason for me to believe in James Harden. So I'll pick Boston to beat Miami and eventually beat Philly, even though if Miami beats Boston, I'll be picking Miami, but it's fine. So Boston over Philly, which gives me Milwaukee against Boston, and I will put Milwaukee in the finals. That's where I'm at with that. Now, the West is way more interesting. Denver is flailing, but they'll beat Minnesota. Oh. KD and the Suns versus the Clippers. Just a plethora of choking dogs.
Oh my God.
Somebody has to win, right? Somebody has to win. If KD can't figure out how to beat the Clippers, who we know are gonna clip at some point, like that's just like all-time stain. But so Phoenix has to be able to beat the Clippers. Sacramento and Golden State, I think, is going to be really interesting, but I'll take the Warriors.
The fact that the Lakers are actually relevant in the West says it all.
Oh, the Lakers, listen, the Lakers are a problem.
The Lakers are very relevant in the
The
West.
Lakers are a problem in the West.
Yep.
The Lakers are going to beat the Grizzlies. Ja's going to get sent to juvenile detention earlier than he
Oh
thinks.
my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, Grizzlies will be on the boat. Ja will be in jail or something. And
Oh my gosh.
and the Lakers advance. So then, see, for me, the Lakers versus the Warriors is like the whole thing. Because whoever wins that, I got going to the NBA Finals.
Yep.
The smart money says go with the Warriors. And it's all like LeBron's going to be LeBron. LeBron's going to do what he does. You're asking me to bet on Anthony Davis. I don't trust Anthony Davis any more than I trust KD.
I think the only matchup that's bad in the West for the Lakers is the Warriors.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Because because it's the shallowest team versus the deepest.
That's right. But I'm gonna say the old man pulls through, and the Lakers get past the Warriors, which will give me the Lakers versus the Nuggets.
Wow.
In the Western Conference Finals.
I've never been there.
That's right. If not now, when Denver?
Yes.
Joker, the supporting cast. You're gonna get KD.
Yeah.
It's so he's easily beatable. We already know this. So Denver versus the Lakers, and I'll take the Lakers at Milwaukee and give LeBron number 5. LeBron gets 5. Give me LeBron for 5.
I would like to meet Clyde's supplier.
Hey, you said way too early predictions.
It is way too early, but man, you are way too high. But can we really quick, just a timeout before the governor goes? Like, can we just troll something really bad, really fast? The big 3 in Brooklyn are all gone, and they made the playoffs. And the Mavericks did not with Kyrie and Luka.
So again, everybody that likes to yell at me when I just report obviousness, okay? Again, the Dallas Mavericks were the 4 seed when you decided to get Kyrie, and you are out of the playoffs. KD was in Brooklyn. They got bounced in the first round. and they are going to get bounced in the first round again without him. So what difference did it ever make?
Oh,
Mr. Bad Guy. I'm just saying, in the West, I do not believe in the Clippers. I do not believe in KD. I do not believe in Denver. Minnesota ain't winning. Sacramento ain't winning. And Memphis, I'm not betting on Ja. So you asking me, it's just the Warriors versus the Lakers. That's the game you're asking me to call. That's it.
I mean,
wow.
the Warriors and the Lakers are the only two teams in the West with championship medal.
Yes.
That's just the truth.
I'm still trying to figure out how this play-in works, because you could lose a game and still play the next.
If you're the 7th seed.
I'm going to ask a really for the audience. This is Monday night, which is the 10th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And on NBA, they have this listed like the play-in already happened. The play-in may have already happened.
No, it starts
already?
Tomorrow. It starts on Tuesday.
It does?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they just being real disrespectful by putting the Lakers at 7 and Minnesota at 8.
So you got Atlanta.
No, the Lakers are the 7th seed.
Yeah, they are the 7th seed.
The play-in is 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
So 9
Sure,
plays
but what
10.
I'm saying is like they could section this off, like, you know what I mean? Like you could not be the 7th seed, you feel me? So
yeah, but
wait.
no, they put them in as they are actually seeded. And the reason that the seeds matter is because the 7th seed actually only has to win one game. They could actually lose and still play one game, win, and be the 7th seed.
Right.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, cool. Still, LeBron gets 5. That's where I'm at.
So you've got a little bit of March Madness mixed in with this, you know, like this playing. I like the idea. My heart is with LeBron. I want LeBron to get back there. I feel like so the only scenario, so if the Lakers make it to the division championships, to the Western Division Championships, who are the teams that they could play? Like
Say that again.
Who are the top seeds that the Lakers would end up meeting in the Western Conference?
1, 8, 4, or 5.
Right. So
1, 8, 4, 5. Okay.
if they get in as the 7th seed,
yes,
they play Memphis.
right. They're going to
Sacramento's the 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's the 1 seed. Minnesota's the 8 seed. So they're not really in yet. Phoenix is the 4 seed, and the Clippers are the 5 seed. Like,
wow.
I mean, they can legitimately beat all the teams that
Yes,
are.
they can. So I think, well, from the way I'm seeing it in the Western Conference, it's going to be the Warriors and the Lakers. And I'm going with the Lakers.
Ooh.
I said it. On the Eastern side, it's going to be Boston and Milwaukee. I think there's less parity, in my opinion. And I believe that the Boston Celtics are going to get over the hump. I think they're going to do it. So it's going to be Lakers Celtics. We're going to have what we all want anyway, whether we want it or not. We're going to take it back to the 80s.
Knee highs and Converse.
And I'm with Clyde. LeBron will win his 5th. That's it.
see? So we've been drinking Bohemian Punch. Is what we've been drinking.
Gumbe.
Bohemian.
Gumbe Punch.
Bohemian. Bohemian.
The plug clearly lives in the Bahamas because these two are island high.
Oh, yes.
That's funny.
On the Gumbe Punch. You hear me?
That's that song that Lyndon always plays. I don't know why every day I high.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
Wait, the irony
wait.
of the irony
Big
of
League,
what we
did you
just
pick?
said is this. Chew, you still got to pick. The irony of what we said is this. The Warriors are by far like the worst road team in the NBA this year. They're
Yes.
pathetic on the road. If the Warriors beat Sacramento and the Lakers beat Memphis, then the Warriors get home court advantage in the second round.
I'm going with the
Wow.
Warriors then. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
I mean, it's been a
Christian
homer kind of
McCaffrey,
day, so
Golden
I know.
State,
See,
geographical
for it.
locations.
right? I'm here for it. Go with what you know. Warriors were the first basketball game I ever attended. Yep. Go ahead
There
and
you
mark
go.
that down. First basketball card, Tim Hardaway. Mark it down. There you go.
Ooh.
Man, all the Cali
You-
teams are in, all of them,
Yeah.
even the halfway Clippers that no one really thinks.
Oh my goodness. All right. So to start off season 4 appropriately, the bad guys in the hot seat for Would You Rather.
Oh, jeez.
So
All right.
I think these are funny. Of course, my humor is unmatched here, guys. But they're so
I
funny.
think the
You've
bad
gotta
part is
live it.
you think they're all funny.
I know. So that means they're hilarious. Duh. All right.
Let me put my
So,
sunglasses on for this nonsense.
oh my gosh. Would you rather be the getaway driver or the robber?
I would almost certainly rather be the getaway driver. The only problem is I'm probably going to get shot.
I was gonna say that. All right. Would you rather be the champion of the Math Olympics or the spelling bee?
Math Olympics.
Not as much ESPN time.
That's okay.
Okay, moving on. Would you rather wear soggy socks or a soggy shirt?
Okay, you already know this answer. I will never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, I will lose family members over some soggy socks. So, soggy shirt, soggy anything. We are not doing soggy socks.
Soggy socks is trash.
Absolute trash. I watched people today doing drills on the grass with socks on, and I was like, I have to leave. What is wrong with you?
I don't get it. They do that on the track too, and I'm like, take off your socks.
It just makes no sense.
None whatsoever. Would you rather be the world champ of cornhole or axe throwing?
Without question, axe throwing, because that is macho. I would take dope pictures of the axe in the wall with like this, right, and my championship belt. I mean, what do you world champion in cornhole? You got like what, little bags?
Big tea bags is what you have. Big
Right?
tea.
Exactly.
I didn't say that. Mark that. Whatever number minute that is. I did not say that.
It's true.
Last one. Would you rather work the drive-through window at In-N-Out or Raising Cane's?
Ooh, I definitely would rather work at In-N-Out than Cane's.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, at Cane's, when you go through the drive-through, they like have a pickup line. And so like you've got to do it emphatically every time. And it's not the same one. You could I feel like they have like a library of them. But and then at In-N-Out, you're just nice and smile the whole entire time.
Yeah, for sure. I would have on my little paper fedora tilted to the side.
Okay, I'm done.
slanging them animal style burgers.
Nah, listen. Work is about, it's not about which place got the better food, because that's clearly In-N-Out. Work is about your entertainment environment. Like, you actually got to work In-N-Out. That's a whole operation. Cane's is good, bro. Like, you can just act a fool in Cane's.
I mean, if that's the case, I thought about this today. Like, if you had anger issues, you should work at Waffle House.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like I literally thought about that today. I was like, that's what they should do for anger management. Those people should work at Waffle House because for sure you're gonna get some shots off each shift.
Absolutely.
Waffle House is like accidentally what Dick's Last Resort does on purpose.
Yes. It's like Waffle House is like eating at the WWE.
All right.
Concession
So $1 million on the line. Okay. Would you rather try to tackle Marshawn Lynch
Oh,
or hit a Clayton Kershaw curveball?
Okay, so what do I have to do with this curveball to get $1 million? Just touch it or put it in play?
No, you have to get a hit.
I got to get a hit?
I'm
I'm tackling Marshawn. No question about it. Listen, man, there are grown men who hit for a living, who get paid millions of dollars, who walk back to the dugout like, what just happened to me? But no shot.
Oh my God.
I mean, look, as shifty as Marshawn is, like, he's not going to juke me to where I won't touch him. It's just going to be whether I get concussed upon first impact or not. And then I'm just going to hang on for. I'm going to hang up.
You're sizey. You could deal.
On your way
hang
out
on for dear life.
You've just got to be thinking, hold on.
No. I'm going to be like Darren Sharper in that video, right? And I'm just going to be praying that he doesn't score and jump in the Oh my goodness. That man got stiff-armed into next month.
Yes, he did.
That's why you're supposed to ankle hunt in that example.
Oh, there's no listen. I am for sure. I'm gonna be like a soccer goalie. I'm gonna be low and I'm gonna anticipate and I'm diving for an ankle. 100%.
Let's see.
Get a Clayton Kershaw curveball. What's wrong with you? No shot.
Would you rather have expectations raised through illegal performances that don't matter, or have no expectations at all?
So you're basically asking me, would I rather be in a drugs are it is what it is athletic world, or be in a world where it's like, I know for sure it's drug free, but there may not be people watching now?
No, you went so left with that.
Okay, so I didn't understand what you meant. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, it's early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an athlete that at this point in your career has no expectations of success,
okay,
would you rather live in that seat, or would you rather pop a crazy time earlier in the year, but it's like at 10,000 feet with a 4-point something wind and have the world freaking out? So now you have expectations.
Oh, I definitely would rather have the expectations.
Wow. How weighted was that question?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. For sure. I would definitely, I'd rather be the guy that runs like 994 at 3.9 wind at 6,900 altitude than be the guy that goes to, the OU Invitational and runs 1071.
Whoa.
And I mean, he said no expectations, right?
I said no expectations. You could be running well just under the radar. You feel me?
Okay, so I could be a pro and run 1028. That's fine. I still would rather be the guy with the expectations.
That's cool. Some people don't handle expectations well.
I mean, that is unfortunate for them.
Well,
I like the question, though.
I smell a segue, and I could go left with this, but
I mean, he already went left once, so you can go right.
Carry on with the show, Chew.
You could go right. He went left already. You take it anywhere you want.
No, I mean,
Just misunderstood.
It was, it was a wordy question.
yeah.
It wasn't simple. It wasn't, pancakes versus waffles.
All right. So who would you rather?
Waffles.
Would you rather be the young lady that won at LSU, or would you rather be the young lady that won in Miramar?
Ah, there you go.
That's the question right there.
That's
One was legal.
22, 23 legal. And
No. 1087.
oh, the hundreds.
Yes.
1087 legal versus 1059
with a
57
windy.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if we're talking about the people, I mean, I'm literally never going to pick that person to be. So I'll say this: I would rather run the windy time because your body doesn't forget that.
Okay.
Right. It's basically when you run in super windy conditions, and mind you, I've never actually done this. Because they don't usually have decks with this kind of wind.
I'll say they run the decks into the wind at all costs.
Yeah, it's some sort of nonsense. But like, basically, what happens when you run with super windy time, it's like somebody timing you doing overspeed. Right? There's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's no bad ramifications to it. Like, you take the time for whatever it is.
Of whether your body can handle it.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Staying
And I would just say I'd rather say that I have covered 100 meters at 1057, right? Than I ran a wind legal 1089. Like, just because let's put it this way. We know that young lady knows she can run 1089. Like, at least she had to think that. She's probably trying to run that when the race started.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, listen, if you told me that my lifetime PB could be 999 with a 3.1, I'd live with that.
You'd live with that?
I know it's windy, but at least I know I ran under 10 once.
Well, hey, listen, you could tell 98% of the population of the world that you ran 999 and they believe you because they don't know.
I mean, let's be honest, that's probably 99.5%.
There you go. It's only the nerds like us to be like, yeah, actually, nah, bro. That wasn't.
There's an asterisk. There's a W by that.
Yeah, the governor, put something in our group chat today just because I think he wanted to see me get fired up. Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, I finally got what that was, and yeah, well played, sir. Well played.
It was well played, all right.
Oh man.
No, we have time. Governor, explain what you posted to the chat for audience.
Oh gosh.
They will appreciate this.
All right. When was this? This was when?
Earlier today.
It was the nonsense you put in there with the real-time adjustments.
No, just go to your WhatsApp. You sent it to me on WhatsApp.
Yes. So, I believe it's PJ Vasil. He's one of the top. He breaks down videos. He
Analyst, yeah.
Segment times, like all of that. So, unbeknownst to me, I didn't realize that he had created a list of the top 50 performances corrected from wind and altitude effects. And interestingly enough, he completely disregards FloJo's world record.
Completely disregards, and worse than disregards it, actually puts in a note and a caveat that suspended belief is what the whole thing starts with, right?
Right, exactly.
The caveat says, let me see if I can read this. It says, note, FloJo 100 in 10.49 world record, let's see, is considered wind assisted plus 4.0. So not only are we just making up stuff, we're gonna give a number to it.
Hey.
And then He
right?
says
Then
it's
saying that it is
consistent.
commensurate with her other with her three other 1988 best performances, which are 1068, 1068, and 1069.
Right.
Listen, I'm not exactly going. I'm not exactly defending this, but I will say this. I will say this. This list is clearly out there in the world somewhere. It's labeled women's 100 meters top 50 performances corrected from wind and altitude
Yes.
effects.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the official world record is the 1049 by
1049.
versus Joyner.
Yes.
All one has to do is go to that meet,
Mm-hmm.
look at the times events were going on,
Yes.
and look at the long jump wins
Yes.
that were going on at the same time in the same direction as the 100 meters.
Right.
Now, I'm not mad at the
Yes, you are.
presumption. I'm not mad at the presumption because the presumption is based on common sense.
Right.
Sure.
Not
And here's
scientific at all. And so
I'm the only person of this group that was there. I will say this for sure. If somebody was to say to me, FloJo's race was windy and you know it was, I would be like, you're probably right.
Right.
But what I am not going to do is allow you to make up a wind reading that is not substantiated anywhere.
Oh,
The long jump, the closest wind reading I think in the long jump was like 3.8 or 3.6. So how are we making up 4.0?
I don't know.
hey man,
Right?
listen.
And then not just that, there is a wind reading associated. It would be different if her race said NWI. There is a wind reading associated. Now, does anybody believe it was 0.0? No. No.
Oh God.
So,
Right? But at the end of the day, if we don't have, and I've said this to Clyde a million times, right? I'm not even a FloJo apologist, but I'm just going to say it like this. We have nothing else. We have no place else to put it, right? The race was run. It was run at definitely at a serious meet. It was run at the trials.
Yeah.
There's a wind reading given, right? Like we can't just arbitrarily decide it didn't happen. It's just not a thing.
Right.
hey,
So-
again, this is not scientific, but it's entertaining and I'm here for it.
Well, so
You know what it is? It's petty. And I'm here.
it's insanely
for the
petty, but I disagree with you. It is incredibly scientific, especially given who did it, right? But okay, it's like whenever you watch a show on HBO or regular TV, right? There's a thing called suspended belief. So you have to agree to a certain circumstance for the show to make sense. Because if you're not in that world and in that realm, then the show can't make sense, right?
Right.
So in order for what he's saying to make sense, you have to accept that FloJo's race is windy and that it is verifiably 4.0.
Right. Right.
That makes no sense.
That's why I'm saying it's not scientific. Like all the other marks on this list, from what I'm looking at,
Are legitimate.
are legitimate marks
Yes.
with actual wind readings adjusted to zero, which
Yes.
is scientific. It becomes
Absolutely.
unscientific when you just plug one in.
This is on Clyde level petty, right?
Oh, which is
This
why I'm here for it.
is-
I'm here
I
for it.
mean,
I'm so here for it.
Literally just throw that out there and say, yep, 4.0.
Hey,
Here's the
And
adjustment.
you know,
Please
and the
go
biggest
ahead and
reason why
swallow this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
yes, the biggest reason why this is just Fugazi from all Fugazis, right, is that the wind reading on FloJo's race is 0.0, so there's no adjustment.
Right. Exactly.
He got nothing to do with this. Yeah, and not just that. See, again, because if we're gonna be petty, I'm gonna continue following petty. Is there anybody, and I mean anybody, on this planet that believes that the altitude in meters of Indianapolis, Indiana, is 220, and the altitude in meters of Eugene, Oregon, is 140?
Really?
If you know the top, look at the venue alt, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
there.
That's altitude in meters. Am I
Yes.
correct? Am I reading that right? Okay.
That's what it
It
says.
says,
Is
it's
higher
highlighted,
than
it says
Eugene?
220. No shot. The highest point in the state of Indiana is in Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, Indiana. And it is definitely not 220 meters above sea level.
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh.
No
So
shot,
now
folks.
you're making me look now, because I got 100,
Yeah.
131 meters. Springfield
Is
is
what?
138. Eugene.
Eugene is 138.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
find Indianapolis. I am not buying it's 220.
All right. All right, you ready? Drum roll, please.
It says
think
Mount
the-
Sax 224.
See, I believe that. You know why? Think about it. It's someplace called Mount Sac, right? I could believe that.
The damn stadium ain't on the mountain.
Yes, but the topography is higher than like than like where the ocean is, right? That actually makes sense to me. Indiana's flat.
Yeah.
What you
I
got?
mean, it's flat in the middle of nowhere, but
Exactly. So we're believing that all of Indiana is 220 meters.
230 meters above sea level.
I will never believe that.
The
well,
highest
look,
point.
this
in
thing
the
says
state-
Monaco is 2,
Wow.
and that's on the side of the mountain.
Exactly.
Well, it's okay. We could go on because I saw a video that just blew my mind. There's a video of there's a levee in Monaco that is, you can see through the glass and it shows you the water level. And it showed the water when it was rough. And it was literally like, wow, like this place could get swallowed up. Like
That's crazy.
It was unreal. I'll have to send that to you. But yeah, it's 230 meters. Bad guy. Sorry.
Hey man,
Listen.
it's a slow climb uphill from the West Coast. Slow climb.
Listen. Let me tell you something. I lived in Indiana for like 12 years. I ain't never had to breathe hard because the air was thin.
Okay. So the lowest point. So you know what? We actually need to look at the actual where the venue is.
Right.
The
That's what I
lowest
want to see.
point is 98 meters.
See, that I believe, sir.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I get it now. So
That I believe.
okay. All right, Chu.
All right. With that said, that was actually pretty entertaining, not gonna lie. Heartbeat props. I'm gonna go ahead and give mine to the reason why we're missing our fifth tile today. Our fifth tile, Sir Lucius, is celebrating his son MJ's birthday, and rightfully so, hanging out with him and enjoying the day that he was born on. So MJ, happy birthday from me. I don't know about I assume all of us would say happy birthday to you, sir. But happy birthday. I hope you all are enjoying the time, and good stuff, sir.
Happy birthday to the nephew.
That's right.
I'm gonna jump in there. My heartbeat props go to why I'm wearing this hat. One of my guys, his name is Cole Paplum. He's an incredible story. He's actually from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He went undrafted and then signed by the Padres. I can't make this up. 8 minutes after the draft, made his debut 2 days ago with the low A team for the Padres, which is the Lake Elsinore Storm, and this is their hat. His debut was quite successful. 1 inning, no runs, no hits, sat 97 to 99 miles an hour.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow. I want to send out heartbeat props to my 10-year-old daughter. It was her birthday today. We celebrated on Saturday. And you know, it's one of those things that really makes you think, like, so I helped set up the birthday party and I'm already timing it up because I got to catch a flight in Austin And so, you know, I do my part, I'm all of this, everybody okay? All right, honey, I gotta go. I pull out of the parking lot and I feel rotate like vibration on the car, flat tire. Like it was one of those things where
You are
I was not
going.
missing this party. Nope, I was not. So I
That's
put
because the 10-year-old was out there.
exactly. So turned back around, called the service people, went in, changed the flight up. So I flew out of San Antonio, still got here, but I was there for the party. Today's her birthday. I just want to wish my daughter happy birthday, happy 10th. And I am going to spoil the living crap out of her for the next 5 days.
Ooh. You just
Happy
had that on
birthday
record
to
now.
Denise. We got Denise and the nephew.
The niece and the nephew.
My heartbeat props go out to the Bahamas, the CARIFTA Games, and all the nations of the Caribbean that come together to put on this phenomenal event that I am getting to see for the first time live.
It's amazing.
It's an amazing event. It really, really is. They do so many things right here, and special props to David and Laura Charlton, who are basically running this whole thing down here. Everything from the looseness and the freedom that everybody has to move around. Take notes, NCAA.
Yeah.
Professionals know how to move. It's fine. To just the vibe. Like you guys got to understand. Like there's a drumming section here.
Oh,
from
yeah.
morning session through evening session, and they are going hard all day.
Just pick,
And the horns.
any video
and the horns.
pick any video that has been posted and just listen.
Yep. No.
The passion for the sport that I've been able to see here has been unrivaled, and there's no actual way to harness this and spread it, right? But I wish that we could. It's just an amazing event, and obviously I'm here working and doing my best to try to recruit kids and all this other stuff, but just to be here and kind of take it in and see it for the first time is dope. And I'm so glad that I got a chance to do that, and I will definitely be back in the future. CARIFTA 2024 is going to be held at in the Spice Islands.
Yes, Spice
Right?
Islands. Yep.
So get your tickets, and if you haven't been to this event, I highly recommend that you find your way here. It is absolutely worthy of a track and field bucket list item. So props to the Bahamas and the CARIFTA Games. Phenomenal.
Absolutely. Well, with that said, if you've made it all the way through with us, you're welcome, first off. Second off, we just concluded season 4, episode 1. And it's a doozy. That's crazy. So crazy. Like 4 years, and they're still letting us do this.
The price went up.
I mean, factual.
Yes,
Factual.
today's price
Eek.
is not today's price.
That's funny. So with that said, Sir Lucius, we hope you're having fun. But everybody else, have a great evening, have a great week, and you'll see us next time. Bye, everyone.
When the lights come on, the road just get to running. When the lights come on, opponents mess the plumbing. Heard you like it warm, hot, knife the butter. Truth pin them hard, knock them off that rebuttal. Tsunami, tidal wave to your puddle. Tough love, punch you in the arms, little brothers. Athletics, LLC, there's no others. Track and field's place, and we're peeled to go further. Hey, Wile E. Coyote is road runners. Feels like you know us, you've been with us the whole summer. If not for this quarantine, these four corners wouldn't be here, but we here, so start learning. You gotta earn your stripes, gotta get your scars. Show you how to fight, but show us who you are. You lack experience, but still you wanna talk. And who is actually talking to? Your circle's kinda small. Heads prevail when the backbone's strong. Gotta keep it coming, no, it won't last long. Pass or fail, then sell the sad song. And if you don't check yourself, then that's wrong. Just trying to give you the real that you asked for. So why you keep cutting us off to ask more? We put it in slow-mo, but you fast forward. Athletics LLC, the task force.